Guys, this is the recap for Tuesday, April 9th, and the top 5 stocks for Wednesday, April 10th. So talking about SPY, that's kind of the elephant in the room today. CPI is tomorrow. So that is going to be a huge factor when we're looking at breakouts in the market in general. It seems that there's a little bit of weakness, and I think we're kind of nearing a shift in cycle here where the S&P has kind of looked a little bit toppy. A lot of breakouts have not really worked well. We see, intraday breaks, and then the next few days, just not enough action to sustain the movement. So we do see our moving averages moving closer together. Market just looks weaker. And obviously the Fed news kind of added extra volatility in the market where they came out and said, well, maybe they won't cut as anticipated this year, which changes a lot of things. So tomorrow's CPI is very important because right now the market is concerned with inflation. The Fed is concerned with inflation, and tomorrow is obviously an inflation reading. So like I said, S&P 500, tomorrow is a massive day. We will see what happens. However, look, if the moving averages cross over, if CPI is hot, if market drops, I will not be taking trades. I will definitely be cautionary and avoid pretty much most setups. Today's recap, stopped out of CXAI. This is an example of a stock that had a great intraday move. About 20% we were up intraday yesterday and could not sustain the action. So that's a perfect example of what I was just referring to. Jan from yesterday's watch list had a decent move today. It's up about 13.6%, breaking out of the range. I did not take this trade. However, the volume is not as good as I would like. However, it is technically higher than the last few days. And again, it is a clean breakout of the range. So we'll see what happens here, whether it kind of just fails or if this one actually continues to move. Jan was a really nice setup, so maybe it does actually move well. Again, tomorrow's CPI is going to impact most of the performance of these. So moving on to tomorrow's top 5, MDWD. This one is interesting. It's a good setup. It's had a very, very nice move over the last few months here. And this is a nice setup. On the intraday today, it's up 7%, trying to kind of break out today. However, I want to keep this on the watch. Hopefully it pulls back a little bit. And then, if tomorrow CPI is good and this thing breaks out with some nice volume, I would definitely be interested in this one. HZZN, this is another one on the watch list. Again, it looks to be kind of moving lower, almost out of the range. However, look, if CPI is good, and all these stocks are basically under the condition that CPI is going to come in lower than expected and the market floats higher. If the market floats higher, this is still in breakout position. So it's on the watch for that reason. This is a fund from Grayscale, tracks a crypto I don't even know. However, the setup is good. It's trading significantly higher than the NAV value, so it's a little weird. However, the setup is pretty much S tier. Losing a little bit today, slipping, but like I said, tomorrow's CPI is good. These will rip anyway. STOK still looks solid. This was on yesterday's top 5. It's still good. Tight range here. It looks good. Good ADR, tight range. This is a very quality setup. NNOX, this has been one I've been watching since Sunday. It's a nice mover. Setup is really good. Has a lot going for it. And again, breaks out of the range with good volume. I would certainly be interested in this one. GSOL, this is a new one. Another Grayscale fund. Again, this is a really good setup. It's on Solana. This is the fund track Solana. I really like this setup. Very, very nice. Decline in volume, nice ADR. The setup is good. So again, if CPI comes in low, you're going to see stuff like crypto and most of these things make a nice rally. So anyway, that's kind of what tomorrow depends on. And we will see what happens. But that concludes the recap for today and tomorrow's top 5. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and join the Discord. Peace.